Hey, everybody, and welcome to the new Brilliant Marketing with Mary show. I'm so excited to be on Joie's new live stream network, and I'm thrilled that today is the day that I get to have her on the show because we are going through some amazing topics. I'm so excited to have our new network and bring you all the brilliance that you deserve. So I encourage you to come back every week. We're going to be launching these on Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Central, and 3:30 Eastern. Yes. And today's topic is how to forecast marketing trends. And my guest, Joie Gharrity, is the founder of Joie G. 113, and she's a brand consultant, personal development coach, author, live stream host, podcaster, international speaker. But most importantly, I'm honored that she is my friend. She reached recently, if I could speak, launched the Superstar Women Network Media Network. And the Media Network is unique because each live stream and podcast hostess is a woman entrepreneur who is an expert in their field to provide tools, tips, products, and services that include business, health, fashion, wealth, beauty, and spirituality exclusively for women entrepreneurs looking to incorporate more ease and grace into their daily, personal, and professional lifestyle. The Media Network has been picked up by a Los Angeles-based agency, ElectraCast Media. And without further ado, I'm going to bring Joie on because I'm so excited to have her here with us today. So here's Joie.
Right on cue. That's awesome, sister.
Wow, amazing when
Hi.
technology does a little work, huh?
I know. Thank you for having me on the show.
Well, thank you for being on the show. I really appreciate it. And as I was saying, I've been doing live streams for years, and I was so honored that you asked me to be on your new network. Tell me a little bit more about the network and what you're officially launching in 2023.
Yeah, so it's all about how superstar women entrepreneurs supporting other superstar women entrepreneurs out there, right? And like yourself, I've been watching people for the last couple of years, and I've been identifying talent that I was like would be perfect for the network, and you're one of them. And what I love about it is that it's all about helping women entrepreneurs out there to find more ease and grace both in their personal and professional lifestyle. Being a women entrepreneur myself, I know that you can start looking for like information here and information there, and it gets all kind of wonky. And so the network's going to be connecting the dots for them out there.
I love that. And I think wonky is a technical term, isn't that correct?
It is.
And we've
It
known each
is.
other
It's
for
like you're like
years.
this on a tightrope. You're like, eek, eek.
Right. I know. It's so cool. And so I'm so excited to be meeting and having the other guests on my show as well. So I would like to, so something kind of cool about your network and your brand, as you've been sharing with the new hostesses, as you've been calling us, is that we're going to be sharing certain kinds of our knowledge in our field, which obviously mine is in marketing, but also what our guests brilliance is, right? And so I have a couple things that I wanted to, I don't know if you want to get into your topic, which today again is marketing forecasts. So here we are, which I just realized. There you go. How to forecast marketing trends with Joie Gharrity. And so I don't know if you want to get into this, or should we do the brilliant marketing share first?
Oh, let's do the brilliant marketing share first. That's fun.
Okay, very cool. All right. So why don't you talk about this directly?
Yeah, so I want to just talk about how live streaming slash podcast, because essentially they're going to be the same. Yes, there will always be the audio podcast, but live streamers are now, it's easy just to scrape your podcast. And so now you have repurposed content, which you and I love, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, before maybe somebody there doesn't know what the word scrape means. So what do you
oh,
mean by
sure.
scrape?
So it's just taking the audio file and then just repurposing it for your podcast. You just need to make sure that you have an intro and you have an exit. So we on the network, we use intro and exit bumper videos. So you don't have to edit anymore. But it's a great trend right now because just like podcasts in the last couple of years have exploded out there in the marketplace, I predict that live stream is going to explode and go next level because it's a video component where big brands can also come on board and you can sell organically.
Right, which is awesome. And so that's kind of part of your philosophy and your strategy in regards to the network, is that you mentioned the word sell, that each live stream should have a monetization component to it. And so I think that it's so important. In fact, I don't know if, is this the right time to
Sure.
share?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
okay,
see it.
cool. So based on Joey's recommendation, I was thinking about how I've been live streaming, gosh, over 4 years now, and some things that have really helped me out. I thought I would share with the audience here. So, in fact, let's see if I can make them look nicer. Does that look good?
It looks nice. I like this microphone.
Okay, very cool. So basically, this is the microphone that I'm using. So it has this really cool little pad here, right? So you don't hear that right? But that's what it looks like in the picture. So if you don't have a USB microphone and you're wanting to do a podcast or a live stream, please invest in this. Seriously, this is $14.99.
Right. Grab
Literally,
it.
like for
Grab
my
it.
clients, I literally mail one of these to them saying, okay, this is what you're going to do. It plugs right into your computer with a USB, and it is so handy
That's
to have.
clever.
And it makes you sound crystal clear. What kind of microphone do you use, Joey?
I have the what is it again? It's the oh goodness, it's the one that Ross Brand told me to get.
Oh, do everything that Ross Brand says to do.
It's it's this one.
Oh, yeah, yeah, Blue or something.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
great. It's really great. It's not
Snowball.
very
I used to
expensive. I think it was like 50 or $60. But
cool.
it's fantastic.
Hey, it's no
And
14.99, I'm just
I
saying.
know, really. So when you said 14.99, I'm like, what? I'm like, oh my God.
I know, and I've
But
been literally been
you
using
are
this.
brilliant. I'm like, she's so brilliant because she also knows like where the deals are.
There you go. Inherently cheap, I would say. Yeah. In fact, and I just realized that the other product I was going to share, well, I'll share this one really quick. So I just have three that I was going to share today. But the other one is this selfie light,
Okay.
which is not the little ones. It's about this big, but it's big enough that it lights up your whole face. You don't have a lot of weird shadows. You can also put your iPhone in the middle of it, and it's also so cheap, $29.99. Like
Wow.
really, $30.
I'm
And
gonna
it has a little clicker on it, so if you wanted to take selfies, you could step back and pose and look really cute and not do all that kind of fun
and you're
stuff.
gonna put this in the comment section, right? Because I'm gonna buy this.
Okay.
Because I
Woohoo!
need that for my lifestyle shots, especially with my second book that just dropped and things like that. Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to share about your story. Okay, so I'm going to share those really quick too, because you are now a two-time author, right? You just have two books. This was the first book when we first met,
Yeah.
the Red Carpet Guide to Visibility and Influence, that you spoke at one of Robbie Matter's women's events. And this is the book that I bought from you because I thought you were so cool. And this was seriously like 6 or 7 or 8 years ago, whenever we met.
And I
And
love Robbie.
yeah, Robbie's awesome. Absolutely love her.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to be in one of her collaboration books, which I'm super excited about.
Oh, yeah, that's so cool.
So this is again, I know that the link is in here, but I will definitely put it in the comments. And then the other book that you wrote, which is just came out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just
Oh,
dropped it.
okay. And so this is the other cool book, Being Your Own Superstar: How to Expand Your Love Capacity. Now, tell me a little bit about this because being a superstar and love, I didn't know tell me more about how they connect.
Yeah, so the Being Your Own Superstar How to Expand Your Love Capacity was downloaded to me, and it basically the real reason I worked in the Hollywood entertainment business is I was observing superstars and how they really get what they want is they just have this incredible capacity to take in massive amounts of love, money, business opportunities, mansions, whatever. It's just love, right? I mean, fame's just love, right? And
Right.
they're able to lean into it. And so this book doubles as a guidebook. And so it's really about growing your inner capacity to take in mass amounts of love. So as you get on the red carpet, and this is all just symbolism. I don't care about People magazine. I don't care about any of that. I believe that it is our birthright to share our gifts and talents with the world, and we're all a child of the divine, and therefore you are automatically a superstar. I also believe that it is your birthright to gain as much visibility, influence as you want out there because it's directly linked to your earning power. But as you're doing that, you definitely want to be growing your your love capacity Grand Canyon level, so that you can be able to handle all the love that's coming at you, specifically when you get that kind of visibility out there.
That's awesome. So kind of that term that people keep bantering about, the imposter syndrome,
Yeah.
it helps you kind of get over yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I keep reminding people in there that, like, there's no accidents that I was in Hollywood. I didn't know for a long time. I mean, it was fun. It was great to have credits. I mean, all that stuff, right? But I didn't understand for a while why I was really there. And then when it was downloaded at my friend's life celebration. And I was asking that age-old question, like, what's life really all about? It was very blue. And so memory after memory started downloading, and I started connecting the dots, and I was like, oh, it's to bring it to the masses. I know that a majority of mass people out there are asking, why am I not getting what I want? And I'm like, the divine wants you to have what you want. Like, it's your birthright to have what you want. It's just you have to be able to allow, receive, and accept it, and think about it in terms of love notes, right?
Hmm.
So
Right.
if
You're
someone
saying
wants
that
to,
God is sending you love notes to you, you're
yeah,
saying?
so you have to build your love note ability to allow, receive, and accept love notes. So because it gets your muscle stronger. So people say, "Oh, I want a mansion," for instance, and they're like, "It's $1 million."
More to clean, ladies, just more to clean.
Right, right, $1 million, right? And I was just like, okay, so I want you to have that. So does the divine. And I'm like, so right now, someone walked up to you right this second and they poured 1 million love notes on you. Could you allow, receive, and accept that? And they're like, whoa, that's a lot of love. And I said, exactly. I said, so see where you're at right now and build your muscle to be able to accept 1 million love notes, because money is just love and just in a
Right,
different form.
right. Wow, I love that. That's really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so another part of the show is you're going to give a brilliant marketing tip because this is brilliant marketing with Mary. And so this was the other tip that you shared, which I love. So tell me a little bit more about about face recognition in the marketplace.
Yeah, so face recognition. So I predict that as a live streamer, or anyone out there that's a solopreneur, is that you have an opportunity to be your own reality star. But I don't want you to think about it in terms of traditional reality stars. I want you to think about it in terms of face recognition. So as you're building out your brand out there, particularly on live stream, what you're doing is you're putting your face recognition out there. So people, you, I have literally, Mary, walked into rooms where I didn't know anyone, and someone's walked up to me and said, "I know who you are," and it's
Right.
just because they've been seeing me,
Yeah.
right? They've been seeing me, and so it's a great way. And I have, particularly women will say to me, "Well, I don't like the way I look," and I'm like, first of all, stop with that. I'm
Right.
like, you are beautiful, both inside and out, because you are a child of the divine.
Right.
So
Yeah. God,
you
God
shine.
doesn't make trash, right? God
Yeah,
made us in our image, in his image. So we are like, wow.
you're like, you're brilliant. You're gorgeous.
Yeah.
You're hot. That's what I tell women all the time. And I said, so let the marketplace love on you, right? But make sure you build that love capacity, because it can feel very uncomfortable at first, but with time it'll be more comfortable.
I love that. I was going to say, and one of the nuggets that I like to share is that was a brilliant one right there. I mean, that's absolutely brilliant. Is that we just have to learn how to accept it and say thank you. I remember my mom would tell me when someone gives you a compliment, it's like giving you a gift. And if you say, "Oh no," that's like taking that gift, throwing it on the ground, and stomping on it. She said,
Right.
"Would you do that with like a gift, like a box gift? You wouldn't do that, right?" And like, no. She's like, "Then all you have to do is say thank you.
Yeah.
You don't need to say anything like I receive it, or you don't have to speak anything weird. You can just say thank you." And that's like they've just given you a gift and you're grateful for it. And
Yeah.
something else that you mentioned that I was interesting is what triggered in my mind is when you said, when people say, "Oh, I don't look good, I don't want to whatever." I remember there was a time when my kids were really small and I would never be in a picture with them because I was heavy,
Mm.
even like really heavy. I was going through some things, right? And my husband said to me one day, "If you died today, your kids would not know what you look like."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" He goes, "'Cause you're never in any pictures and they're so small that they'll your memory will fade and there'll be no record of you." And I was like, with them, I was like, "Oh my God." And like from that moment, I didn't
Yeah.
care how I looked. I wanted to be with them. So the same thing with live streaming. is that people, we're all a work in progress.
Yeah.
And so you will translate, just like today, I'm wearing my computer glasses and you can see the blue. This isn't typically what I would wear on a live show. So I'm noticing, oh, I'm wearing the wrong glasses for this show, but that's okay.
But
That's
that's
okay.
because we're being our authentic selves,
Yeah.
right? That's another thing why I love this trend around live streaming, because it really helps you to know thyself on a deeper level, and then just like yourself. Like, we're just being our authentic self. Like, this is how I look. This is my hair. This is my skin. This is, but also too, it allows the marketplace to emotionally connect with you, and also too, it allows the marketplace to have a slice into like your unique point of view.
Right. I love that because you're letting your brilliance shine through, right?
Yes,
All
yes.
right. So I'm doing this show a little bit on the fly because I've just
Cool.
started and you're my very first one. So I'm actually putting that as my marketing magic with Mary tip today. Is that you need to really let your brilliance shine through because I've
Yes.
always said you're the answer to someone's prayer. And if you're not out there, promoting it, right? Being as you said, the face recognition, the person who's out there, whatever, when someone really needs you, they're not going to be able to find you. You're really keeping that light under a bushel, like that old song we sang in, VBS when the kids were little. Um, and so you owe it to your audience. You owe it to the people who are out there looking for the solution that you provide to show up, to be there. So when they need you, they can reach out and get you. So if you don't get you, they can reach out and hire you, right? And if you don't let your brilliance shine through, it doesn't matter. Just remember, this is just a shell. And everything that comes from inside is going to magnetize your people that you want to work with to you, and
Yeah.
they will see you, as you mentioned, Joey, your authentic self. They'll be attracted. And so if you try to fake it, you're going to attract people you don't want to work with,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You want to attract people that are perfect match with you energetically. And yeah, so I love that.
It's
Yay.
fun. Yeah, I love it. It's so true, Mary. It's so true. I really, really would love to see every woman entrepreneur jump onto this live stream trend,
I love it. Yeah,
because
we'll encourage them to, right?
well, we want, yeah, we encourage them because it's a bigger picture. We all want a seat at this table, right?
Right,
We don't want media like the old media was mostly male dominated,
right.
right? We want, we have an opportunity to jump into this and have a really, really, really big table.
Yeah. I
And
always say if there's not a seat at the table, either pull your seat up to it or
yeah,
build your own damn table.
yeah. Yeah, we're building our table.
Right, exactly. So I just want to give a little teaser of the things to come because I know that as people tune in every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific, I want people to know that there's going to be value in the mobile marketing, or I'm sorry, the Brilliant Marketing with Mary show, which is a new name. And so we're going to be talking about how to make eye-catching memes, how to write scroll-stopping copy, how to take thumb-stopping photos, how to batch social media content, how to forecast marketing trends like we're doing today. In fact, we need to get on that. I want to hear about some trends. I just realized we've been having so much fun talking. We haven't talked about that. But in future weeks, we'll be talking about supercharging your email open rate, smashing with videos, how to be bold and say yes to public speaking, how to build a buzzworthy client list, how to create a PR action plan, and how to find the missing piece in your marketing strategy so you can attract those ideal clients. So I'm excited about all those shows to come up. But before we finish, I would like to talk about what this show is actually about. What do you see as the trends that are coming for 2023?
Live stream.
Oh,
Everything
everything
we've
we've been
talked about.
talking about. Okay.
Live stream. Live stream, live stream. Now you can see it already because you can see even things we already knew were live, like news. Now they have live up in the right hand corner, right? I'm
Right.
like, right. Or you'll see like Good Morning America now has like live up there. Also, too, we're going to see trends around how people are going to be organically shopping through live streams, and it's going to be because it's a consumable way, but also to getting really real value and having an emotional connection with who I'm also trendy. The trend for 2023 is live stream hostesses and hosts that take this very, very seriously have an opportunity to become seriously the new reality star. A reality star that is real in real time, right? And not scripted, because we all know reality shows are scripted.
Right.
But reality in real time, right? That's a big secret, right? Reality in real time. And then also be able to consume a lot of knowledge and, tips and resources and how they can elevate both personally and professionally.
I love that. Wow. And you can create, I mean, you're obviously, if you own that, right, you become, as you said, your own reality star,
Yeah.
but you are really connecting with people in real time with about real matters, about real things that are important to them because people don't have time, you know, to, mess around. They need to go and to find a network like yours, Joey, that is all about serving your very specific targeted audience of women entrepreneurs. I think is a really great start. So yay to you for starting this.
Love
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Joey, for
you. Love you. Love
being on
you.
the show. And is there any last thing you'd like to say?
I just want to just remind people out there that it literally is your birthright. Literally is your birthright to stand in your spotlight and shine very, very bright. Be your own superstar. Be your own superstar because you're opening doors for others to do the same.
I love that. I love that because you know what? We all need to live in abundance, not scarcity, right?
Yes.
And I
Yes,
think
sister.
that's
Truth.
so true. That's true. Well, thank you so much for being on the Brilliant Marketing with Mary show. And
Thank
I
you.
look forward to collaborating with you on lots of future projects. And I hope to have you on the show again.
Thank you.